Well, hello there, and welcome back to Freeform Disney.
Hello, welcome.
So here we are once more.
Yep.
This time it's time to watch Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yes, and we did a full stream of Marvel, not 12 hours ago.
Yeah, just a little bit
Marathon of WandaVision.
So hopefully some of you have got into your Disney Plus, got that up and rolling.
Yep.
Not exactly the least expensive thing on a premiere right there, but hey, what can you do?
Nope. Heard really good things about Raya though, so hoping it's gonna be a really fun watch.
Here is hoping. That said, the reviews definitely look stellar on it, and hey, I mean, it's a Disney animated movie, right?
Yeah.
So you expect it to be good.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't mean it will be, but but I mean, our main concern from the trailers was just that juxtaposition between the seriousness of Raya and all the other characters, and wondering if they were really overcompensating one direction versus the other.
Yeah, it was a little bit of seemed like it might be a little bit too humorous in that. But considering how many good reviews there are for Raya, it's hopeful that there's a really good balance between that too.
Yep. So we'll wait a couple minutes here before we go ahead and start up. Let people get in, make sure they've got everything ready. Mm-hmm. And let's see, for anybody who's new, comment up above our heads will be a timer that will go ahead and allow you to help sync up your watch to our watch.
Yep.
And then also we'll have a little display down here in the side that will also go ahead and help you go ahead and see what's going on and when right there.
Yep. It'll be a little bit covered by the Mickey ears, and there'll be no sound. So, yeah, if you're open to kind of watch the movie, it's not, the stream doesn't do that. YouTube will just kill it and copyright strike, and that would not be good for the channel.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that could be fun.
Copyright strikes are fun.
Yeah. Not so much.
No.
Not so much. And go ahead and click that like button, by the way. Also help get more people to go see the video. Mm-hmm. Always got to make a little note about that, because the YouTube algorithm really cares. So.
We also have two other Marvel channels as well. Two other YouTube channels as well.
Yes, we have lots of Marvel channels, didn't you know?
Marvel's on the brain just because of the ending of WandaVision and stuff.
Yeah, yep. Okay.
Alrighty. So it's 1:03.
So yeah, we've got a few of you in here. So feel free to talk in the chat. We'll be more than happy to respond to you. Also, if you don't have your copy up yet and ready, now would be the time to say so before we go ahead and start up, because it's a lot harder after that.
It was funny, it was a midnight release, but it was also a midnight release at the same time that the ending of WandaVision was also a midnight release. So we had to pick and choose which one we decided to watch.
At least we're here in our time zone, in the Disney time zone, shall we call it?
Yep. Which is midnight for us.
Pacific
too.
Standard. Yep. Okay. So with all of that said, we are going to get started here in a second. Natalia's going to count us in.
Alrighty. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1, blast off.
Okay. Ooh, classic Disney intro. All right, didn't see that coming right there.
No. Hey, I wonder what the next intro look like, though.
Like, I mean, you could have put this with that kind of castle we had in the trailer or something right there.
Ooh, yeah. Sometimes they do some fun stuff.
They do some
intros,
fun
not
things.
This time.
Heck, live action Beauty and the Beast had the Beauty and the Beast castle here instead. Mm-hmm. Beast castle, I should say. So yeah, no, they do different things. Could have had the Palace of Agrabah when we were doing Aladdin, right?
That would be cool, using the different castles.
Indeed. Nice atmospheric sound off the bat. Oh, Oh, interesting. We start in at this spot, huh? So we'll be flashing back then. I wasn't sure if we'd start behind and then move forward or flashback. Oh, cool. Very nice.
Beautiful.
Makes me think of Moana's telling of the past, too. Druun. Yo. Cool. Excuse me. 5 Nations. Oh, well, hello there, YouTuber.
Hi.
Definitely, we're hoping we do
Thank
too.
you.
It's like we're breezing through the backstory pretty quickly here, which is nice. Tomb Raider time.
Disney edition.
Yeah. I'd take Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones. Pick one, right?
Oh, it's so adorable.
For your cuteness for the movie here. Dang.
Thank you, Michelle.
Ah, yes. Hello there, Mitchell.
Shout out to you. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, it definitely seems very trading. I love the water flowing upward. That's what water does.
That's what water does.
Easy. Too easy. It's a fun way to
This is,
start this, though, and introduce some of our people, right?
I wonder if this is like a training sequence. This
Yeah, no,
feels, yeah.
that's what it is, yeah. I mean, her father, no?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So everybody fighting over it. Their nation has it. It's like, we probably have a good balance of power.
Talking about the
cool.
water moving in
Uh-huh.
interesting ways.
It's a fun effect right there. Whoever thought that one up. Very nice. For more cute animals for you.
Yeah.
It's almost like 4 butterfly wings or something on them.
Just to have these creatures like who are similar to things that we know and yet different.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Mm-hmm. We'll use a slightly different animation style here on this.
Oh, the stereotypical view of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. For being daughter of the chief, I think you should have a little better knowledge of what's really going on out there, though.
You
It's
do.
like, dang. Jeez. By the way, pretty nice animation when you're looking at the faces here. So he seems like he must have been a really hands-off father then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
For her not to share any of his opinions about the other tribes. It's what's her face that we see fighting in that trailer, right?
Yeah.
Ah, well, hello there, Logan Mackenzie
Hello,
Frost.
Logan. Thank you for joining us.
And the gym. Oh, jeez. Well, while the whole bringing together the tribes is a little simplistic overall, but I mean, the pieces are nice still. Mm-hmm. And this, and I mean, one knows where this is headed to some degree from the trailer, but it's like,
Yeah.
ooh, who can read that? Just waiting for it to all fall apart, though.
Yeah.
I mean, calm before the storm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Just saying.
It's yeah.
Hello there, Jacob.
Hello, Jacob.
Mendoza. Yeah. No, can't go ahead and do that. I said it's just there for a reference.
Yeah, otherwise YouTube
I said timer,
will
you can sync it up.
copyright
Yeah, exactly. Just like not playing the audio either, I said. So, as a copyright issues right there. It's like, nah, just for a reference, so you can use both the timer and that over there to help sync up your watch to ours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ah, there's that sword Raya's using.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is a cool sword, by the way.
Whoa. That's gonna be some type of guilt.
Where are the rest of your own warriors?
Yeah. I think they get there by now.
I mean, if all of their warriors made it, where are theirs? No?
Mm-hmm. Hi, Maximilian.
Ah.
Well, thank you
thanks,
for dropping
Max.
by the comment. Appreciate it.
Definitely enjoy it when you watch it there.
Yes.
I mean, with all that prosperity, again, where are your own bloody warriors?
Yeah.
No?
You'd think... It's like, you'd think that area would be much more protected. Especially when you
think.
have other around. Low factions.
Yeah. Good times.
So with like everyone at...
Should grab the big piece.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So much for your kingdom. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, when the heart of your thing just got taken out like that, dang.
That is spreading quite quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like with everyone it takes, it splits.
Because I took an arrow to the leg. Can't exactly run. It's interesting how it doesn't just turn them to stone. It like whips away whatever we're going to say their spirit or something, probably is the idea, right? Their life force.
Yeah, and then they stay in that pose.
Mm-hmm. Now back to the present, huh?
Yeah.
Tale. 6 years later. Things seem to be going perfectly fine.
Well, but we didn't know if this was like this before.
No. It might be a desert, but
Yeah, because we're in tail now.
hard to say. No, that wasn't what I was saying. I was just saying, it's 6 years. Everything's good. That was my joke. So
Yeah.
Oh well.
Imagine how many people are, being turned
Yes,
to
it is
stone.
interesting. You know, with the hands. No disagreement on
As if you're
that.
cupping water.
Yeah.
Like when you have water in your hands.
And considering the relationship to water, that makes sense. Hoping to catch some water. I mean, we alluded to potentials for droughts elsewhere, so.
Yeah, at the end of where if the dragon did fall in there, where
So this being the one last one they have left to check. So Sisu must be here. I mean, we've seen the trailer too, so there's that. But you know. Only if it's visible does it actually repel them.
Yeah.
So inside the case, it doesn't repel them? Interesting. No, not really. Great sign. Well, in this case, right?
Yeah.
See, it is a great sign.
Wonder what's the guy's name?
Oh, we had it before. Oh, what was his name again? Shoot. Could ask me in the middle of it. Tauntaun, Tintin, something like that, right? Ask me after we've watched it a few times, right?
Okay.
Although by that point you'll probably have it too, so you know. In fairness, not your fault. Your place had no warriors to protect it. They all came with the intent to steal it. I think they would have gotten it.
Yeah, should have much better security there.
Yeah. Of course, even when things aren't your fault, you still blame yourself for it. I mean, she accelerated it, if anything. Maybe it would have happened another day later or so. But it still would have happened.
Oh, let's go in the reverse now.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Ah, so meet the dragon this early in the movie.
Uh-huh. We're still gonna go have to collect all the pieces of the gem. Tuesday. Yeah. Woo!
Wow.
I got the leg. I got the head.
Yikes.
Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Ah, well, YouTuber, we're both doing well.
Yep. Enjoying the movie so far.
It's kind of one of those: go to sleep, get up, have some quick breakfast, and you lunch into this, right?
Yep.
A little more, not much more time than that.
I was awake a little bit earlier than you.
Well, this is true. This is true. Of course, I didn't have an interview I had to go to, so well.
That's true.
Go to telecommute. There's kind of cuteness everywhere. It's like even our
Even the
giant
cats, yep.
you know, no, they're not fearsome. Fangs, spine, heart, talon, and tail. Yo. This seems natural.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God.
Tough audience right there.
Lots of them.
Always look on the shiny side, right?
Yeah.
Of life. Oh, that sword is cool. Yeah. Really does get you your Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones feel. As we have to keep
all
going
the
through
booby
traps
traps,
here in the beginning, now at this spot. If only had a nice bag of sand, weighted about the right weight.
How is a skeleton able to keep that pose?
Old friend. Yeah, there you go. Bum.
Learn how to people run.
It's colorful explosions. They don't seem to do a lot, though.
No.
More like glitter bombs or something. No.
Oh god.
Oh, no,
Don't want to clean up that mess.
Yeah, if it wasn't her, it would have been one of the others. Just saying.
Oh.
But all the people turned to stone? No.
Mm-hmm.
It often
Yeah,
just
no
have
kidding.
abandoned vehicles.
Hard to
Boats.
find people around.
Painful. Oh. Hey, expert swimmer.
Yep.
Yes, that would be our final matchup right there. Inner element right there, huh?
Yep. Considering.
Considering. Gotta love how she creates clothes too. Doesn't just transform to human, but a human with clothes.
Obviously, it's how the gem was configured.
Yes, if you can create
Makes
clothes,
sense.
what else could you create? Tuk. There we go. Tuk. Shh. Well, when you add that, no kidding. Actually, you might not want water, depending on what that spice is. Right? That could make it worse. Ooh. Nasty when that's the case. Knew we'd see it eventually, right?
Just riding in reverence through that.
All the dragons around it. A lot more than we thought there were from the little tale of time.
The humans, when they get turned to stone, they have a pose. The dragons don't seem to be fall to that same.
No, they don't.
Same thing.
Of course, they weren't brought back either, so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that they're like a manifestation of all of our negative impulses, huh? Should make the dragons the opposite, right? Nice moment, by the way. Gotta be one of those she has to see a lot of her father and Sisu in that way.
That one.
That trusting
people to
nature and
connect.
whatnot. Yeah, exactly. Bring people together. Uh-huh.
Yep. That's the way to do it.
Just to have a drawbridge and whatnot, though, too. But yeah, moats and drawbridges. Right? That's what you'd want. Oh, jeez. The notorious chief.
Yep.
Very mean. Her hair is fun.
Yeah.
Even if it's a complete mess, but the colors.
The colors are cool.
So now we add our ninja baby into the bunch. That'll come here. And the trailer goes away into the movie considering all that, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Because it's going to take a while to finish getting the gang together, as it were.
Good luck with that, considering. She broke her own rule. No detours.
Mm-hmm. Nah. Ooh, food. Still weird.
Yeah.
You can do that?
Oh.
Oui, man.
She's what? Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little fishy there.
Yeah. Kind of the obvious expectation, right?
Yep.
I don't think that's any more honest.
Yeah, considering you're stealing. Although it's for the greater good.
There we go. That makes it fine. You're right. Just because they're not officially stealing, but they're playing the distraction, doesn't quite solve that. See, lower the drawbridge and head across.
What was that?
I say lower the drawbridge and head this way. Yeah. Should have seen that one coming. So she can glow, she can fog, she can swim, and she can transform at least into a human.
Yep.
Interesting. What are the final two abilities, huh? The ninja baby doesn't work any better for me here than it did in the trailer. I'll say. But oh well. Doesn't seem to be a major focus, so that's okay. And doing it pretty easily, too. That was way too easy. Way too easy between the two of them.
Ooh.
Oh, not 2 3/4, 2 7/8, 2.8, 2.9.
Those huge bamboos.
Yeah, Love the landscape here, by the way. Oh. Him, of course. Right?
What's
The
that?
one who was excited to have the food. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe just
Just
a
a
bit.
little. Mango.
Uh, just a little.
Yeah.
Just imagine the worst thing you can possibly think of. And Multiply it by 7.
6.
Too bad 7's bigger.
7.
But yeah, exactly. Not exactly gonna do much just doing that.
Yeah.
It didn't exactly seem like things you could strike down with weapons. Ah, it's such a nice, beautiful,
Yep.
picturesque shot. You're that easily goaded into that? Dang.
It's a pride thing.
You know, the mother
Especially the rivalry.
the mother's
them two
comment on
has.
her being driven by her emotions way too much.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, dang. See, because that kind of thing for the pride on the warrior thing seems more like, well, the very nation we're in right now. Not her nation as much. That reaction there at the end.
Yeah. Nah.
Mm-hmm. Big promise right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they'll be successful because that's the kind of movie this is, of
Yeah.
course, but... Well, that should be really useful for fighting Druun, who don't like water, one would think.
Yep.
Yo.
That's cool.
Uh-huh. So the Druun aren't willing to actually touch water. If they're getting rained on, what do they do exactly?
I don't know.
Like, does
it
it hurt
fizzle
them
out or
somehow?
something?
I mean, same would be the issue with the fog. If you're able to shoot at the fog, that should be bad for the Druun too. I mean, that's just water droplets, suspended in the air.
Not enough concentration of water that way?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Oh, that's so cute. Mm.
Man, the number of different riverheads she went to. 6 years. Heist movie time.
What?
Oh, the way we're setting up like a heist movie.
Yep.
Here's a plan. Here's how we get in, steal it, and get out.
What?
Oh, jeez. We're going to watch each of their plans, huh?
I'm waiting for someone to ask me. It's a very different thing when it has to do with getting your people back from stone.
The flip side is, if you actually were straight about the fact you've got freaking Sisu, the dragon, that probably plays it a little
Probably
different.
change things.
And it's not like they need the gem to protect themselves. As I said, they're surrounded by water, so they're okay anyway.
Yep.
So it's something they probably could take as a risk because of that point. Oh, there's one that actually has that pose.
Mm-hmm.
I would have made some rain and fog. But those should have helped. No? Been on an island, maybe. Yeah. Still think you're missing the rest of what her abilities are beyond just swimming, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other half of why she was chosen by her
Yep.
siblings, right? That comment I made earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Castle knives.
Like the knife with a little cat on it. I mean, she kind of has a point.
Yeah.
Even though all of them were willing to go ahead and break it apart. Still, I love getting, got to put the blame somewhere. It's interesting as a gift, too. It's also returning what was a gift, though, too.
Yeah.
So, it's an interesting flip side. Having been 6 years, I think you can just re-gift it and return it. Oh, that came from you? I forgot. Oh, shoot. Bad regift. Oh, dang. Is that daikon in there? The bigger pieces?
Oh.
Uh-huh. Who we know has a kid.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch right there, putting the crib in the background. Well, yeah, anyway. Mm-hmm. Talking about the lack of trust piece, right? It's like nice, brilliant depiction of it. That she gets shot because she, yeah. You don't know what would have happened in the moment otherwise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So much for that, being protected, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of had that thought as they're first going past all these people, letting them all run, whereas you could create a perimeter, but
Yeah.
now we care.
Mm-hmm.
In fairness, the first priority would still be Raya, who has a
Yeah.
piece, and trying to, if there's any
Yep.
chance of putting it all back together, right?
Amazing battle sequence.
Oh yeah, I was hoping we'd get some good fight sequences in here. Just because of the trailer and seeing her with the sword, I was hoping. Which is not something you typically get in a Disney animated movie at all, right
No.
there. Yes, you're busy just fighting and trying to go ahead and take revenge while they're actually trying to save people.
Yeah.
Tell you might be doing the wrong thing here.
Just a little.
That's why attacking somebody who has their finger on a trigger is pretty dangerous.
Very.
Nicely mirroring that, right?
Yep.
Sure as heck don't have any better plans at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your nice twist on it being that she's the one that'll have all the gems.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Don't always have the hands up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You know, saw that coming in terms of giving her the gem pieces. I still thought they might back off from it and not do it, though. Even though it looked like it was clearly the way the story was meant to go right there.
Yeah. Beautiful moment there at that moment.
Yes.
Oh.
Ah, without a doubt. Nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. It is indeed. Oh, the water level's rising back up. It's a great depiction. It's a beautiful landscapes we've made for all of this, too.
This movie does have such beautiful, beautiful art.
Yeah. Yeah, I guessed we were going there.
Yep. But this, because those things come from human mistrust and discord in the first place, so it just wasn't enough to get the dragons free first, I imagine. Had to be the humans that did that trust piece.
Even though it's only a tiny group of them, but... Oh, them all being
Yes,
colorful like this
cool.
makes it really pretty. Gotta bring Sisu back. That's cool, by the way, the shape and the look of that. Yeah. Man, just looks like that plush material right there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure Disney's gonna sell some Sisu plushes right there.
Yeah, lots of detail.
Yeah. See his kid there again. His wife, I'm assuming, too, holding the baby.
Yep.
Just assuming. The 4 members of his family. 4 flowers, so...
Yeah.
Oh, there are 5
for
of them, I
each.
guess. I thought he only put 4 flowers in.
Thought it was,
To have all the families reunited, right?
yeah. If it's been 6 years for Raya.
Yeah, and whatever variable amount of time for everyone else, right? Yeah, 6 years older, just like that. It's like dying. I like how we have them all intermixed.
All the different colors in different areas.
Uh-huh. Another nice reason for the colors there. Nice.
That was good.
Uh-huh. Nice, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Some more nice animation here in the end. Yet another slightly different style, too. Very nice, very nice.
Oh, yeah. Nice song, too.
Oh, agreed. Definitely some aspects in here that are not your typical for a Disney animated movie, too.
Mm-hmm.
The last act of the movie was by far the strongest and best.
Oh, yeah. Very nicely done.
Yeah. I mean, there were some weaknesses earlier on in it, I definitely think, but
Yeah.
but that last act of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, amongst the pieces that were nice, like heck, Raya going into just kind of rage and revenge at the end,
Oh,
right?
yeah. That was impressive to see. That they
yeah.
actually went there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not exactly your heroic qualities you tend to let heroes have. Yeah. Certainly not in a Disney movie, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And Sisu actually, I mean, worked for me. I was worried from that trailer on Sisu.
Yeah, no, she has just the right personality, and it's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Adds a little bit of fun, super naivete, yet not too
Exactly.
much.
Well, Sisu has this real innocence and trusting, the very embodiment of that, and it works.
Yeah, and there's this like bright energy to Sisu too that's a little bit contagious, where it usually
Exactly.
doesn't translate too well into the screen, but
Oh,
it
it's a
really,
tricky
really
thing to
did. It's like I
translate.
could feel myself brightening just listening to her, watching her.
Yes.
And
Yes. I said 100% agree. The other characters, I mean, I never got on board with Ninja Baby. Never really worked. And we never really got to know Ninja Baby as a character either. It was just kind of always a very two-dimensional, one-dimensional kind of character.
yeah.
Heck, our super tough, guy, he actually did have a little more dimension. We added a little more to him, which was nice. I mean,
Kind
but
of,
there
but
just wasn't enough.
It just felt like it was a one-dimensional to the other side, like the opposite.
Yeah.
Like the one-dimensional stereotype, this big buff guy, but then the one-dimensional stereotype of being this big buff guy with, a really kind
Yep.
heart. So it's still a one-dimensional character. It's
Still more
just-
dimension than Ninja Baby.
Yeah. It's really hard because Ninja Baby doesn't really...
He was two-dimensional, not one-dimensional.
Yeah, because he's still... there you go. Because the baby still is a baby and still has to follow within those still guidelines, even though it's like breaking it a lot.
Yep. And we introduced him so late in the course of the movie.
So we didn't really get to know him so well.
Although we could have spent... I just don't think they wanted to develop some of those characters as much.
Yeah.
And
for the pacing of the movie, I think it really worked out well.
yeah, but, they could have still had more dimension.
Yeah, but for the pacing in terms of not spending more time on them.
Yeah. If I had one other complaint, it was too easy. It
Yeah.
was too much of a just run from point A to B to C to D to E. And boom, hey, it just all comes together really easily.
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed it, so.
Yeah. Yep.
And
And
as
easiness is also a Disney theme, like everything fully working out in the end. It's
Right, but
easy.
it doesn't
Although
have
it's
to
been
be
going a
easy
little
to-
bit different with Frozen, but
well, it doesn't have to be easy to get there, though. Let's be honest, even in Moana, it felt harder to get to the destination than that.
yeah, that's true.
She actually faced some real difficulties, on numerous steps of the journey getting there, it felt like.
These were difficulties, but they weren't. They're just barely stepping stones. They weren't really like deep. There were some deep
She was
ones,
almost
but
drowned and
it
killed.
just
Come on.
easy almost.
Storm, almost drowned and killed.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I love the fact that Shisu's biggest quality is swimming.
yes, swimming. You hear that? You're like, swimming?
And it came in handy that
It
one time
actually
with the
did.
boat.
No, I love Sisu. Sisu and Raya, both really good characters in here.
Oh, yeah.
And that, is enough to make up for my issues with the other minor characters that are sitting around them.
The chef boy was kind of fun.
He is kind of fun. Agreed.
Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed the movie.
Hopefully. Ugh.
Thank you for streaming with us.
Yep. As I said, whether you're watching it live with us right now or watching it sometime in the future,
Yep.
who knows, maybe we're watching this 3 months down the line once it's on Disney Plus without being premiere access, so it's just available for everyone. At any rate, whenever you're watching, definitely, hopefully you enjoyed it as well. Leave some comments down below if you're watching this after the fact, or if you're here in the chat with us, feel free to toss something in there. And as I said, we'll try to respond to you, even if it's months from now.
Yeah.
All right, so
Wait.
favorite moment.
Favorite moment.
Oh, actually, that's easy.
I think favorite moment was definitely. It's hard to pick one specific, but I just love Sisu's like just free energy and just bouncing around or swimming around. Just that freeness. Those were like my favorite moments. And the other my favorite moment, much more of a sentimental one, was when they were all giving the gems and just
The climax of the movie
Yeah,
right there.
that was-
That's most certainly one of. As that also, I really like the reuniting with the families. I thought was really nicely done too. It's like that was a nice
that was
spot.
nice.
Also, the spot in the fight between the two, right at the end.
Oh, that was epically done.
Where you finally get that moment where she realizes, that her friends are out all saving people, and she's doing what?
Yeah.
Right.
About to kill someone.
Yeah.
Who to the point where at that point it was kind of unarmed at that point.
Yeah, that you've lost your way that much right there at that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love that right there. And again, back to, we don't tend to let a hero go down that far.
No.
Certainly not in in other things, sure, but not in a Disney movie. Mm-hmm. And that was really nice here.
Yes.
I mean, as far as our hero characters that Disney has, I'd say she's one of the more complex. Mm-hmm. I mean, they tend to not have as much complexity to them.
I would agree, yeah. Because it shows the range of the highs and lows.
Mm-hmm. Which I wasn't sure how complex should be. I mean, yes, I like the idea that she was a little more mature seeming, shall I say, than the rest of them, right?
Yeah.
But there's the worry that they'll just make her too good or too straight mature, right? And not have enough other elements to her. And I don't think they did. So, I had a little worry before from the trailer that they might go that way, but I think they did good. And that was nice.
That was nice. Oh, and the animation was just so
beautiful animation.
Beautiful.
And we got a number of different types of animation, especially every time we went back into the past for the different spots.
Yep.
We're here at the end of the movie, too. We had another nice piece. So it's nice. So what did you think? Do you agree with them having started the movie the way they did with Raya first and then flashing back, or would you have preferred they started by flashing back to the beginning?
I like the flashing back to the beginning would have been first.
Yeah, instead of starting with Raya going through the desert. Yeah, that's kind of my feel, too, for it.
We were trying to, do an introduction of Raya, and it was cool and all, but I don't know. Yeah, it could have been removed and still been okay, I think.
Yeah. So where I was, too, on it. I think it would have worked fine, but I said I understand why they did it.
Mm-hmm. So if you were to rate the movie from 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
In terms of Disney movies, 1 to 10, I don't know. But you can answer while I'm thinking.
No, sorry. It's all on you now. I would think an 8.
That's about where I was coming to. I was debating, like...
You're just stealing my number.
Right.
You're like, you answer first, and then I can just repeat the same number you said.
Making of this movie from over 400 individual homes was completely unprecedented. Speaking of, during the pandemic.
Yeah.
With our inability to properly use the internet, so they do so.
Dude, you're still on mute.
But yeah, no, I think I'm around an 8 too. I was waffling between 7.5, 8.5, somewhere in that range right there. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah. It's like, certainly, I think certainly amongst the best ones Disney's had. And I mean, there's been question before about the era, right? And whether we're moving on in eras of Disney filmmaking, et cetera, et cetera. Because the revival era, which started with Princess and the Frog / Tangled, right, one or the other, debating on that point. And going through here, does Raya fit in with this whole set? That includes Frozen and Moana and whatnot. I think it does. I think it fits there rather than like being a shift towards something further.
It definitely fits there better. Although it's starting to feel like it's leaning towards something different.
Yeah, although I'd say it feels like Moana and Frozen are really the two that really shifted that a little more. That
started that, yeah.
And admittedly, I think Tangled's not quite as much that way.
No. Well, Tangled still feels like the previous era.
Yeah. Even though I admit it fully launched Disney back out of its post-Renaissance slump. It's like, definitely will grant that.
Oh, well, thank you all for coming to watch this with us. Oh, it was fun.
Indeed, it was. And while I'm at it, let me go ahead and also toss you a link to our Discord over here. which we recently popped up, so it's up over here in the chat. Feel free to be able to talk with us over there, too. So, yeah, plenty of possibilities. Anyway, unless anybody's got anything they want to say, so toss it in that chat quick. Otherwise, we're probably going to take off.
Yep.
As said, enjoy the rest of our Friday here.
Yes.
Any other last thoughts on the movie?
No.
No? No other thoughts. That's it.
I have a bunch of thoughts, but I have to collect my thoughts and still ponder and sit and stew.
Sit and stew.
Stew.
So,
do you have any last thoughts
Sisu
about the
being
movie?
shot, you're good with that?
Oh, yeah. That was my favorite part of the movie.
Actually, I thought it was a really good moment.
It was really
frankly.
nicely done, yes.
I loved how, I mean, you could see that she probably wasn't going to pull it.
Yeah.
But, and that, yes, it's
And then,
what Raya did that
Raya
actually
did-
triggered.
yes,
It's like,
oh.
I mean, it was a brilliant use to really make the point on the lack of the trust right there in that moment. And for it to be Raya's doing. I mean, that right there really was Raya's mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
like,
she did at
no.
the beginning was, I mean, she certainly screwed up, let's be frank, but I mean, at the beginning of the movie, that's not really, that's, oh no, Raya's fault for everything that happened to the world. I mean,
This
they were
one
all there to
kinda
go
was.
try to steal the dang thing anyway, and there were no guards, which was hardly Raya's fault either.
Yeah, that's just fun, because especially when you have visiting, nations. It's like,
Yeah,
what?
no kidding. But what Raya did there, yeah, that was definitely, you bear a lot of responsibility there too. I mean, both of the two of them did, but certainly Raya does. Darskel, that was fun, but you're still trying to understand WandaVision.
yeah, definitely continues to be on the mind.
Yeah, indeed. I'm not going to go and spoil WandaVision here in this, just because it's a very different thing.
But
in case people are looking at
definitely,
this.
it's like so many questions still on WandaVision.
Oh, I loved it.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
So curious where it's going. So in the future and what will connect up, et cetera, et cetera. So, agreed. But yeah, no, Raya and the Last Dragon was good. And hey, it's not actually our only Disney animated movie for the year. We'll actually have Encanto later, too, which I'm really excited about. I mean, this one, by the way, also, funny thing, most Disney animated movies, of course, are musicals, song, dance numbers all the way through, too. Raya is not one of those.
That is true.
Which actually makes it a rarity there. Mm-hmm. Not the only one, but
And
to be
I
sure.
think it was good that it did.
I agree.
Like, definitely with the flow and the type of movie, it's like, the singing would have been a little off, I think.
Agreed.
They could have changed it, obviously, to
Intriguingly,
make it work, but...
that's probably part of the other characters being a little more immature and trying to bring the fun is because you didn't have the musical aspect to go with it. So,
That would make sense.
on the other hand, would you take the musical if it meant those other characters were not quite as Dorothy cheesy?
No. I think I might. Of course, I love musicals, so...
Yes,
So
you
biased.
and me both. But I would say I don't think they might not have needed as much comic relief for that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Darscal, we're doing a watch along next week
behind
for
the scenes, yes.
behind the
Oh, yeah.
scenes one. Yes,
Definitely.
we are. 100% we will be there for that. So definitely join us for that. But yeah, so yeah, talking that on Raya, interesting. Encanto we know will be a musical though.
Yeah.
And Lin-Manuel
It's really
Miranda's doing the music for that, so ooh, exciting.
Y'all haven't watched Hamilton. Oh, you should watch it. That's amazing.
Yep. And he worked on the music for Moana too. And he and Alan Menken are working on whatever new music and stuff for the live action Little Mermaid.
Him
So-
and...
Well, Alan Menken's of course going to be involved
He's not involved with every Disney thing, I don't think.
with all the ones he originally did. Yeah.
Well,
You
yeah,
would
the
kinda
original did,
guess.
yes.
I mean, he and Howard Ashman are why we have the Disney we do nowadays. More Howard Ashman than Alan Menken, I grant, but point back. It's interesting to see how Alan Menken has developed in his music over the last Wow, decades, really. I mean, when we're talking about those early ones like Little Mermaid is over 30 years ago.
It's odd to think that. It's like, wow, it's that long ago. So I remember the VHSs. That's
well, you wouldn't remember actually seeing it in the theaters, so you're a little young for that.
No. Hey, I am 33, thank you very much.
But still, I mean, he was working on that way back then, but you talk about, say, the Beast song or Speechless or things like that are new ones that Alan Menken has made. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you can see the change of his own style of what he's done with music, and certainly he can do some
Speechless is such a beautiful song from Aladdin.
Yeah. Let alone Gallivant. If you know Gallivant, and all his music in there.
Yes, love that show. Wish it continued past the third season.
So Alan Menken has definitely developed and gotten better at what he's doing.
Gotta go.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and take on off. So everybody, have a magical day, and may the Force be with you.
Always.